Hi, I'm Mary Pat with Mind Body Solutions. And today we're going to just practice with our couch or our furniture, anything that we have at home that seems like it's a good proportion. So I did clean out a little bit of what was under the cushion to start out. So that's optional. You can do that if you'd like to or not do that. So the first thing we're going to do is center. So I'm just going to face forward, grounding through the sides of my feet, grounding through the sit bones, getting longer in my spine. And just as you and we together always do, we're just going to center. We're just going to find ourselves in space and prepare ourselves to do a little bit of yoga. Eyes can be opened or closed, resting your hands wherever they feel natural and comfortable. And if you'd like, reaching your arms out to the sides, bending at the elbows, hands come together in a prayer position at the heart, slightly dropping the chin, a little bow to yourself, to the practice, to all who made this possible for us to be together. Raising our head up, releasing our hands down, and opening our eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is a little bit of just like loosening up the back. A lot of this practice today is about just making our backs feel good. So I'm going to put my hands somewhere where they feel comfortable and then just bring myself into some cat-cows. So rounding forward, lifting up and arching backward. Using your breath, going at your own pace. And just being gentle with yourself, being gentle with the spine, being gentle with the neck, the shoulders, the whole bit, the jaw. Of course, you could do this seated at a counter. You could do this seated at a table. You could probably do it without anything in front of you, but sometimes it's nice just to have another reference point or another grounding point to make me feel secure and safe. Maybe one more. And then coming up, and I have a little hook here, a little place to hold my hands. So I'm just going to try to kind of lean back a little bit, holding on so that I don't go backwards, but just getting a little bit of like pull, little lengthening in the arms. And then I'm going to press the heel of my hands down into the couch and lift up. So somewhat of a move that would, positioning that would happen in downward dog, fingers spread, pressing more between the thumb and the pointer finger. Getting a little length, taking a little bit of traction for the spine, pushing down through the feet, sit bones to my ability, pushing down through the heel of the hands and letting there be a little bit of lightness in the spine. And then release. And I'm going to take it into somewhat of an extended side angle, my own version, I guess. So I'm going to just bring one forearm towards the couch or whatever's in front of me, and the other hand back towards the hip, and just feeling my length in the lower side body and the upper side body. So just getting length, shoulder towards my ear, and then slowly releasing, coming back up to center. Going to turn away now and do the same thing on the other side. So forearm towards the couch or whatever is in front of me for stability, other hand to the hip, and getting a little bit of length. Breathing. Releasing, safely coming back to center. So finding length while grounding. And now I'm going to do my version of triangle pose, seated with the couch. So one hand is going to go onto the seat of the couch where I lifted up the cushions. The other hand's going to go back by my hip, and I'm just going to extend and slide forward to wherever I want to stop. I have a little extra reference underneath my hand to help ground me there, underneath the cushion. That kind of feels good. Again, finding length in the side body. So it's almost a revolved triangle. It's kind of a hybrid of a triangle and a revolved triangle. Exploring, experimenting, using what we have at hand. I have a couch. Coming back. Same thing, I'll be turning away from you. So one hand down, the other hand to the hip, coming forward, getting really long between the hip and the armpit in the hand, grounded through the hand that's down on the couch. Breathing. And then coming back to center. Now the next move is going to require a little bit of maneuvering. So I'm just going to take my base and I'm going to turn. And now I have the cushions on the couch here, and I'm going to bring it into a passive chest opener. So I have my pillows ready. I'm just going to bring my arms out to the sides and open up. So I could have changed the cross of my legs there, and I forgot. But at any point in the practice that you feel like changing the cross of the legs or it's right for you, you could have done that. So I'm letting my shoulder blades kind of tuck under, the arms relax, and feeling a big lengthening in the arms. That's where I mainly feel it. And there's a little bit of pressure right at the mid spine where the cushion is hitting kind of by my shoulder blades, and that feels good. It's a nice lift. Let's take a couple breaths here. It's more intense than it looks. So if it's too much for the arms to be opened here, we can just place the hands on our lap, whatever feels right. It actually feels kind of good to just have my triceps or the back of my arms pressed into the cushion. That feels like a little bit of an extra lift for me. And breathing. And then however feels comfortable for you, I'm just going to take my hands to my head and just bring myself up. And then we're going to finish off in the next position. I am not going to come up out of it, but you will hear me if you're doing the same thing as I am, and we'll say namaste and goodbye to each other. But I'm going to maneuver again. I'm going to take my lift away, and I'm going to move my pillows away. And most of you have done this, but it's legs up on the chair. So I'm going to turn myself on my back, place my calves on the couch. The arms are out to the sides or however it feels right for you. And then with our breath, with time, just letting our back settle into the floor, letting ourselves be open from the sternum out to the shoulders, arms are heavy, legs are relaxed and supported. Most likely we all have found our own different way to do this. Might take a couple times watching the video to really get the hang of it or decide if this is for you, which is fine. So we will take a couple breaths together. And if you'd like, you can bend at the elbows. One more time, hands together at the prayer center. Namaste.